Hello, welcome to the Audio Dad Chronicles. I'm Shale, and today we're diving back into the world of The Warning with Evolve, live from the VMAs. So I'm super excited to jump back into the world that is The Warning, and this time we will be covering the song Evolve live from the VMAs as requested by many people. There was a bit of a toss-up over which one we were going to do next, but in the end I decided to go with Evolve, as there was such an overwhelming support for the fact that their live appearance at the VMAs blew away everybody, so much so, even the producers of the show, that they apparently had some big exclamation during it. I don't know if we're going to catch that in here or not, but either way, this, like I say, is quite a request. It's come up a lot, so we're going to jump into it, and as promised, we are going to do a deconstruction for The Warning. That's where we take the song after we listen to it. We're going to give it a first listen first. And because of what we're doing after this, I'm going to try to limit the stops and starts too much, but of course, we do have to do it. It is obligatory. They make us. If we, the reactors, don't stop and start a couple of times throughout the course of a video, then they get mad at us and we risk getting copyright strikes. And this is a subject that has become very close to me because I just got my first a couple of days ago. Such is life, it happens. But regardless, we're going to go for it again here. We are going to watch The Warning live from the VMAs. We are going to only stop it as much as we think we really have to really enjoy the song, because we will be doing a deconstruction after. And as I was saying, a deconstruction is where I'm going to take the track and I'm going to separate it into the stems. We're going to listen to the isolated instruments on their own. So what we're going to do is we're going to listen to the song first, we're going to do the first reaction, and then we are going to take a quick pause, we're going to come back, and we're going to do the deconstruction. We're going to go through the song again after that. So if you want to stick around till the end, that's fantastic, and I really appreciate that. There will be the first reaction first. There will be in the comments down below, there will be a link to the chapters, so you can skip ahead to the deconstruction if you want to see that. And I hope you do. Anyways, let's get right into it, shall we? This is The Warning live at the VMAs. Psych. Just playing a small joke on y'all. Put down the pitchforks. Don't get mad. I'm just having a little bit of fun. Right off the hop, I have to give an apology to all of the Warning Army and everybody else out there that observed, very rightfully so, on the last video choke, I missed about the first 12 to 14 seconds of it. I am very sorry. It was not intentional. I swear. I hit play. That's where the song started. The screen was black. The song began at the beginning of a line, no music. It looked natural. I didn't know any better. That is the sincerity of a first reaction, is sometimes you don't know what you're hearing, or if you're even hearing it from the right spot. So anyways, that was a little joke, just having some fun. No harm intended, just playing around. The first time on choke, that was a sincere accident, and I do apologize to you all. So let's get back into the actual start of the video. It is the start of the video, right? Yes, it is. Let's do this, shall we? This is The Warning, Evolve, live at the VMAs. Intense. Yeah.
You don't know how bad it'll get. A simple moment to forget. I'm not in danger of the danger. Goals are not to find your worth. It's not destruction, it's rebirth. I'm not in danger of the danger now. Show me what it means to change.
Sorry to stop it at such a great spot, but just right off the beginning I had to give a compliment to the three of them. Alejandra's bring it on the bass. She's got a killer tone going, amazing stage charisma. Well, I mean, they all do, don't get me wrong, but man, she's just crushing it. Maybe I pay attention to the bass player too much sometimes, being a bass player myself, but such mad respect to all three of them. Danny's killing it on vocals. You see that fire and intensity in her eyes, just absolutely crushing it. Power's doing a good job on drums. This is awesome so far, but again, I stopped it way too soon, so let's back up a touch and let this play out some more, shall we?
Find your
Three-way harmonies. Killer. Man, I wasn't kidding when I said they're bringing it. This is absolutely amazing. And I've been involved in video shoots before, live like this on, television shows or live appearances and things like that, where there's a band and they rotate it, where each band only is doing one song and there's sometimes only a couple minutes between the changeover. And this is an absolutely killer setup. The band is absolutely bringing it. They're absolutely tight at AF. This is incredible. I believe the hype. This is one of the most exciting bands out there today. They can bring it as a trio with all of them singing, all of them playing their instruments live, undoctored, uncut, no auto-tune, just delivering hard rock. This is awesome. As I understand it, this crowd barely knew who they were. I mean, obviously some people in the front sure did, because there's a whole lot of people singing along, but as I understood it, this band kind of came out of nowhere. The producers, a lot of the people in the crowd didn't know a lot about them, didn't know what to expect. Holy cow, they're ripping the roof off. This is unbelievable. What a performance. The power, the intensity, look at that.
That's it! Keep them up! Keep them up!
That's how you scream. Damn. Nice little key change.
Help me become something more than just an action in the skies. Hate is the price to survive. Is it wrong or right to evolve?
Absolutely loving that bass line, that performance, that intensity. I am so stoked. I don't want the song to end, but at the same time, I can't wait to start it over and do a deconstruction on this and separate the tracks. I gotta hear them singing on their own. I gotta hear that bass on its own. I gotta hear those guitar scrapes on its own. And are we about to get a solo or similar? I know, don't stop doing those things. Let's back that up and let us lead into it, shall we?
More than just an action in the skies. Hate is the price to survive. Is it wrong or right to evolve?
Wow. That is how you win a crowd over. That is how you blow the roof off. That is how you redefine what it means to play live, to evolve. Holy cow. That was incredible. Wow. There's going to be a lot more warning to come. I need to discover more of these ladies' music. They are an absolute intense power trio. Holy cow. I believe the hype. Now, I gotta simmer down. I gotta have a sip of coffee. I gotta let my nerves settle. We're gonna get everything set up to do a deconstruction. I hope you stick around for it. Stay tuned. Hey, all right. Thanks for sticking around. So, we're ready to do it. We are going to tear into the Warnings Evolve live the VMAs, and we're going to do it deconstruction style. So let's switch on over here. So, as before, in case you haven't seen it, I'll do a quick little explanation. What we're looking at on screen here is the vocals, guitar, bass, and drums, top to bottom, deconstructed, separated into the individual stems, the isolated instruments and vocals. So we are going to just tear right into it. We're just going to give this a bit of a listen, and then we're going to start going through it all, and we're going to turn off and on different parts that sound exciting to us, that we want to listen to on its own, and just enjoy this further. This is done out of love and respect. We have no intention of changing anything, of remixing anything. We're just here to appreciate the musicianship and the songwriting and listen to their performance on its own, deconstructed style. So let's go. We're going to stop right before we get into that little chorus section there. We're going to back this up really, really quickly. We're going to let it play. We're going to turn off and on a few instruments because there's a couple key points there I wanted to pull out. Let's just let it go again. Little guitar. This is a Danny on her own. Now, of course, the guitar playing, bigger chords, bigger intensity, but as soon as she switches over to singing, she tightens it all up, goes into a little bit of a palm muting, simpler chords, not strumming through all the strings necessarily with the same intensity. She's giving audible room in the bandwidth and her overall performance to allow her vocals to take over. So let's back that up really quickly here. We are going to switch over to the bass. We'll just kind of pull it up to there. You can hear as the song builds, her playing does too. I'd wondered about that. For those non-bass players out there, non-musicians out there, the thing I was waiting for at the end, and I'm really glad I got to hear that on its own. I'd wondered what she was doing. She's doing her bass line, building it, very simple, then getting it busier. Then as it's leading into the chorus, she takes over from the vocals, throws in a little bit of a fill. And at the end there, you heard that higher sound. That's called a harmonic. That's where you lightly touch the string and you just pluck it, and it makes this chiming, almost bell-like sound. Where bass is normally big and fat and full, it has this ting kind of an effect. Really, really cool, especially with time like it was, dead on precision to a snare drum, which of course we didn't get to hear, so maybe we should hear that now. Let's just switch that on over. We're going to pull up the drums instead. There's a boom. just makes it natural. Like it's nothing. Building up that intensity going into that chorus. So let's let it go into that chorus.
Danger now. Show me what it means to change. Help me become something more than just an ashes in the skies. Pain is the price to survive. To
What intensity and what a harmony. My goodness. That is how you sing. All three of them just nailing their notes, and you can hear it clear as day. That is their natural voices. There's no autotune, there's no fakery, there's no BS. This is just singing, pure and simple. This is talent.
Start the clock and keep it running. It's so hard to beat. I'm not in danger. I'm not danger now. I'll show you what it means to change. Help me become something more than just an ashes in the skies. Pain is the price to survive. To evolve.
Okay, we're not going to get into that section just yet because I do want to give the guitars a minute here. Let's just back up a touch. So let's see Danny on her own.
Turn on the danger now. I'll show you what it means to change. Help me become something more than just an ashes in the skies. Pain is the price to survive. To evolve. Okay, TV.
Let's power every moment.
Right now.
This is her moment.
Everybody, I mean everybody. That's it. Keep them up, keep them up.
We got to hear that on its own. Let's back up a touch. I was just thinking to myself, we're missing a good guitar bass moment. But then I forgot about that. I've only heard the song once. Give me a break. There will be more later, I assure you. Let's let the guitar bass have a moment before we make sure we go back on that vocal. You can hear the crowd over it all. They're not a metal band per se. I would define them more as a hard rock, but those stage poses getting deep down and digging in, thrashing about. If you weren't listening, you'd think they were a hard, heavy metal band. Absolutely amazing. Let's keep going a bit. Back up a touch here. That drum is just beating them. Sorry, we're going to stop this section here. This is one of those moments where they're just all filling it in. This is the sign of good songwriting as far as I'm concerned, right here. Throughout the course of the song, they've built more and more and more. Like we talked about at the beginning, just a little bit of drums, light playing on bass, just simple notes, letting the guitar do its thing. As soon as the vocals came in, the guitars backed out, but the bass got busier, drums stayed the same. Throughout the course of this song, different chorus, verse, things like that. Despite only being a three-piece, they're still adding more. One voice, three voices, two voices, a different voice with the drummer. Excuse me. Building up in intensity and adding more and more. And as we come up on the outro here, the outro, I guess this would be the chorus if it's considered, we notice clearly that every one of the members is bringing in all those little extra fills, all those little extra parts, all those little intense moments, and they're adding them all in at once. So this outro, it's almost like you know it's the outro. The song has progressed and they've added more and more and more with each progressive part, with each return to the verses or return to the chorus or the bridge in the middle. They're adding more and more. That, as far as I'm concerned, is a sign of a good songwriting where you can pause it anywhere in the song and you know where you're in the song, not just by the words, but by the fact that every piece is different. It's not a cookie cutter. It's not just the same parts over and over again, verse, chorus, verse, chorus. Every single piece is evolved, and we're going to hear that here. We're going to take this little section here. We're going to listen to each person on their own, and you'll see what I mean. So what we're going to do here, like I say, we're going to back it up. We're going to listen to the drums. We're listening to the bass, guitar, vocals, but one-on-one again, just this little section, just to appreciate how they've evolved the song so much through, where, like I say, at the beginning it was light, minimalist almost, and here, all those little bass fills, the heavier guitar playing, the bigger pounding drums, the more anthemic, if you will, vocals. They're adding all of that in at once, because this is the outro, this is the ending, this is when the song is at its absolute peak. So let's start here with the drums. We'll play a little section and we'll back up. We're just going to listen to a little bit each time. But based on what we heard earlier, where, like I say, there's a lot of minimalism as they built it, now we're going to be hearing just this crashing wall of sound. Stop that there. So while that was happening, we'll switch over to Alejandro on bass. Making that Spectre sound great. Clean and clear. We'll switch over, guitar. That feedback, that's how you know it's real. Can't control that. Okay, and last one, I promise.
Help me become something more than just a vessel in disguise. Hate is the price to survive. It's wrong or right to
Sorry to stop that again. I told myself I wasn't going to do this, but man, I just had to hear that bass lick on its own. All right, let's bring that back to where it should have been. Not interrupted this time, shall we? And there it is. That is the warning. Evolve. Devolved. Not a devolved. That's just evolving us. That is deconstructing it. That is something else. That has some power. That has intensity. That is one heck of a power trio showing us the world, the VMAs, us all, how it's done. Thanks a lot for sticking around for this additional session, this deconstruction. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot, and I hope to see you again.